Let's dive into understanding B2B sales dynamics and challenges. Imagine you're on a mission to sell high-ticket items to businesses. It can be quite thrilling, but also pretty complex. First off, let's talk about why B2B sales are unique. Unlike selling directly to consumers, B2B sales involve multiple decision-makers within an organization, which means more stakeholders to convince and collaborate with. This makes the process longer and requires patience. Now, moving on to some common challenges in B2B sales. One major challenge is building trust. Businesses often prefer working with companies they know and trust, so establishing credibility early on is crucial. Another challenge is dealing with lengthy procurement processes where decisions might take months or even years to finalize. It's important to stay patient and persistent throughout this process. Another key aspect is understanding the customer's needs deeply. In B2B sales, you're not just selling a product, but also a solution that addresses specific business challenges. So, it's vital to engage in detailed conversations with clients to understand their unique requirements thoroughly. Moreover, pricing can be another hurdle. High-ticket items often come with significant price tags, and businesses might need time to justify the investment internally. Being flexible and offering payment plans or financing options could help here. Lastly, navigating relationships within the company is essential too. It's not just about closing a deal, but also maintaining long-term business partnerships. Building strong relationships can lead to repeat customers and referrals. So, in summary, B2B sales dynamics involve dealing with multiple decision-makers, understanding intricate customer needs, managing lengthy procurement processes, offering competitive pricing options, and nurturing lasting business relationships. By addressing these challenges head-on, you'll be better equipped to succeed in the world of B2B sales. Let's dive right into our session on setting up for success when engaging your initial customers. We'll explore some key strategies that can make all the difference in creating those early connections. First off, it's crucial to understand who you're talking to and what they need. Do your research, know their pain points, and figure out how your product or service fits into solving their problems. This groundwork will help you tailor your approach and speak directly. Today, we're diving into the world of customer interactions and learning how to become better listeners. Effective listening is key when dealing with customers because it shows respect for their opinions and concerns while also gathering valuable information that helps us serve them better. Now, let's break down some techniques you can use right away. First off, always make eye contact when someone speaks. This simple gesture shows the speaker that you're fully engaged. Next, avoid interruptions by listening carefully until they finish speaking before responding. It's important to give customers your undivided attention so you don't miss any crucial details or subtle cues. Another technique is paraphrasing what the customer says back to them to ensure understanding. For example, so you're saying that you need a high-ticket item delivered by tomorrow. This not only clarifies their needs, but also makes the customer feel heard and valued. Additionally, asking open-ended questions helps draw out more information about their situation or preferences. Remember to maintain an empathetic tone throughout your conversation. Show genuine interest in resolving their issue or meeting their needs, no matter how small it may seem to you. This builds trust and fosters a positive relationship with the customer. Finally, pay attention to nonverbal cues like facial expressions and body language, which can provide additional context to what they're saying. In conclusion, effective listening techniques are essential for delivering excellent customer service. By making eye contact, avoiding interruptions, paraphrasing their statements, asking open-ended questions, maintaining an empathetic tone, and observing nonverbal cues, you'll become a better listener and ultimately improve your interactions with customers. Today, we're diving into the world of B2B communications, where every word counts. Let's talk about crafting clear and concise messaging that gets straight to the point. When you're dealing with high-ticket items or complex services, your message needs to be sharp and direct. Start by identifying your key points and making sure they're easy for your audience to digest. Imagine you're explaining something to a colleague over coffee. Keep it casual but informative. Now let's look at how structure plays a role. A well-organized message flows better and is easier to understand. Begin with an attention grabber, maybe a question or a bold statement that sets the tone right away. Then, break down your main points into smaller chunks, like bullet points or short paragraphs. This helps prevent information overload and makes it easier for your audience to follow along. Remember, brevity is key in B2B communications. Get rid of fluff and focus on delivering value quickly. Use simple language that's easy to understand, even if you're discussing complex topics. Avoid jargon unless you know your audience will understand it. And don't forget the power of visuals. Infographics or charts can help illustrate your points more effectively. When writing emails or creating content for websites and blogs, keep sentences short and sweet. Aim for an active voice rather than passive to make things sound more direct. Also, use headings and subheadings to break up text into digestible sections. This makes it easier for readers to skim through and find the information they're looking for. Lastly, always proofread your work before sending it out. A typo or grammatical error can detract from your professionalism and credibility. Make sure everything is polished and ready to go. By following these tips, you'll be well on your way to creating clear, concise messaging that resonates with your B2B audience. So there you have it. Clear and concise messaging doesn't just make for better communication, it builds stronger relationships too. Today, we're diving into identifying key stakeholders within your client organization, which is a crucial step for any project you take on. Let's begin by understanding what exactly a stakeholder is. A stakeholder can be anyone who has an interest or concern about the outcome of your project, from team members to upper management, and even clients themselves. When you're looking at stakeholders within a client organization, it's important to identify them based on their impact and involvement level. First up are the decision makers. These are typically high-level executives whose approval is necessary for moving forward with projects. Next come the influencers, who might not have direct authority, but can sway opinions and influence decisions due to their expertise or seniority within the organization. Then, there are your team members, folks like project managers, developers, designers, and other technical experts who will be directly involved in executing your project. Also worth noting are sponsors and funders. These stakeholders provide financial backing for your project and have a vested interest in its success. Lastly, don't forget about end users or clients themselves, the people who will actually use the product or service you're developing. Understanding their needs is vital to delivering something they'll love. Now that we've identified these key stakeholder types, let's talk about how to find them within an organization. Start by reviewing any existing documentation, like organizational charts or project briefs, which can give you a good overview of who's involved. Then reach out for introductions and schedule meetings with potential stakeholders to discuss their roles and involvement in your project. Remember, building relationships early on is key. Make sure each stakeholder feels valued and heard throughout the process. Regular check-ins will help keep everyone aligned and informed about progress and any upcoming milestones or decisions that need their input. In conclusion, identifying and engaging with key stakeholders within a client organization sets you up for success by ensuring alignment across all levels of involvement. By understanding who these people are and how they fit into your project, you can better tailor communication strategies and build strong partnerships that lead to successful outcomes. Let's dive into how we can conduct a comprehensive needs analysis for each client. First off, it's crucial to understand that every client brings their own unique set of challenges and goals to the table. So our job is to really dig deep into what makes them tick. Now, let's start by gathering some basic information about your clients. Things like their background, current situation, and future aspirations are key here. This sets a solid foundation for understanding where they're coming from. Next step is to zero in on the specific problems or goals they are facing. It could be something as simple as needing more time management skills to tackle high-ticket projects, or perhaps addressing some nitty-gritty details that aren't quite clicking. Once we've got their story down, it's time to assess their current resources and capabilities. What tools do they already have in place? Are there any existing support systems we can leverage? This helps us identify gaps where additional assistance might be needed. Now comes the fun part: brainstorming potential solutions together with your client. Here you want to explore all possible avenues, even if some seem unconventional at first glance. It's important to involve them actively in this process so they feel empowered and invested in their own success. As we work through these steps, remember that communication is key. Keep the lines open between sessions to address any new developments or concerns that may arise. This ongoing dialogue ensures you're always aligned with your client's evolving needs. To wrap things up, conducting a comprehensive needs analysis isn't just about ticking boxes. It's about building a strong relationship based on trust and understanding. When you take the time to really get to know what makes each client tick, you'll be better equipped to tailor solutions that resonate personally and professionally. Today, we're diving into the world of aligning products and services with customer goals. It's an essential part of ensuring your business truly meets the needs of its customers. Let's start by understanding what it means to align products or services with customer goals. When you think about aligning offerings, imagine creating a bridge between what you offer and what your customers need. For example, if you're selling high-ticket items like luxury cars or yachts, make sure they know why these items are valuable and how they can enhance their lifestyle. It's all about showcasing the benefits that tie directly to achieving those goals. Now, let's talk about tailoring your services for different customer segments. Some customers might be looking for quick solutions, while others may want a more detailed, long-term partnership. By understanding these differences, you can tailor your approach accordingly and ensure every customer feels valued and supported. Next up is the importance of communication in this alignment process. Make sure to listen actively and engage with your customers to truly understand their needs. This might involve asking questions or conducting surveys to gather valuable insights about their goals. Once you have that information, use it to shape your offerings so they resonate more deeply with what each customer is trying to achieve. Another key point is staying flexible and adaptable in your approach. Customer goals can change over time, whether due to market shifts or evolving personal circumstances. By being responsive and ready to adjust your products or services accordingly, you build loyalty and ensure continued satisfaction. Now let's consider the role of feedback loops. Encourage customers to share their experiences openly and use that feedback to refine your offerings further. This could be through direct conversations or even online reviews. The more you learn from these interactions, the better aligned your products and services will become with customer goals over time. Finally, remember that aligning with customer goals isn't a one-time event, but an ongoing process of improvement and adaptation. By continually reassessing how well your offerings meet those needs and making necessary adjustments along the way, you can maintain strong alignment and build lasting relationships with your customers. In summary, aligning products and services with customer goals is all about understanding their unique needs, communicating effectively to showcase relevant benefits, staying adaptable to changes, using feedback loops for improvement, and maintaining this alignment as an ongoing process. Today, we're diving into how to create customized proposals and presentations that really speak to your audience's needs. Let's begin by understanding why customization is crucial in today's competitive landscape. When you tailor your proposal or presentation specifically for each client, you show them that you've done the nitty-gritty research and truly understand their unique situation. First things first, start with a thorough analysis of your audience. Who are they? What do they care about? What challenges are they facing? This groundwork will inform every aspect of your proposal or presentation. Next up is structuring your content to address these specific needs in a clear and compelling way. Now, let's talk about the magic of storytelling. People connect with stories, so weaving narratives into your proposal can make it more engaging and memorable. Share relevant case studies or anecdotes that illustrate how you've tackled similar challenges for other clients. Visuals are another key component to consider. Use charts, graphs, or images to break up text and highlight important points visually. This not only makes the information easier to digest, but also helps to reinforce your message. Remember, it's all about building trust and demonstrating expertise. So sprinkle in some industry insights or trends that you've observed. This shows that you're knowledgeable and staying on top of developments within your field. Lastly, don't forget the importance of a strong call to action at the end. Make sure to clearly outline what steps the audience should take next. Whether it's scheduling another meeting, signing off on a contract, or simply sharing feedback, be explicit about what you want them to do and why it benefits them. So there you have it. By following these tips, you can create customized proposals and presentations that not only grab your audience's attention, but also lead to tangible results. So let's get started. First off, initial contact is key. Think about it like making friends in real life. You start with small talk, ask questions, and try to connect on a personal level. In business, this means researching your client thoroughly and finding common ground. Once you've made that connection, the next step is building rapport. This involves regular check-ins, staying engaged, and showing genuine interest in their needs. As you progress through these early stages, it's important to gather as much information as possible about the project requirements and goals. That way, when it comes time to put together your proposal, you're fully prepared and can speak confidently about how you'll meet their needs. Now, let's talk about structuring your proposal. Start with a strong opening that hooks them in. Summarize the key points of what you're offering, why it matters, and how it aligns with their goals. Then dive into the details, break down each step of your proposed solution, timelines, budget considerations, everything they need to know. Don't forget about addressing any potential challenges or objections they might have up front too. This shows foresight and problem-solving ability. Finally, wrap up with a call to action that clearly outlines what happens next. Whether it's scheduling another meeting or reviewing the proposal further, make sure your client knows exactly how to proceed. Remember, every step of this process is about nurturing trust and demonstrating value. By staying engaged throughout and presenting a well-thought-out plan, you'll increase your chances of winning that high-ticket deal. So there, you have it from initial contact all the way through proposal submission. It's not just about selling something. It's about building relationships and providing solutions that make sense for your client's nitty-gritty needs. That's all for today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope this gives you a solid framework to work with as you move forward in securing those proposals. Today, we're diving into the nitty-gritty of managing objections and closing techniques in B2B sales. When you're selling to businesses, it's crucial to anticipate potential roadblocks early on so you can smoothly navigate around them. Let's start by understanding that every objection is a form of feedback. It tells us what aspects need addressing or highlighting more effectively. When faced with an objection, your first move should be to listen attentively and empathize. Acknowledge their concern, and then address it head-on without dismissing any doubts they might have. For example, if the client expresses hesitation about price, you could respond by explaining how our product or service delivers long-term savings despite the upfront cost. Another key technique is to use evidence-based selling. This involves presenting case studies or testimonials that showcase success stories similar to your prospect's situation. It builds credibility and makes it easier for them to see the value in what you're offering. Remember, timing is everything when it comes to closing the sale. You don't want to rush into asking for the deal before they're ready, but also shouldn't wait too long or risk losing momentum. A good approach is to ask open-ended questions like, "What do you think about moving forward with this?" This invites them to share their thoughts and can lead naturally into closing. Lastly, always be prepared to offer additional incentives such as free trials, extended warranties, or volume discounts to sweeten the deal if needed. These little extras can make a big difference in sealing that final agreement. In conclusion, mastering objections and employing effective closing techniques requires practice and adaptability. By listening closely, providing evidence of success, timing your close just right, and offering incentives when necessary, you'll be well equipped to handle any B2B sales scenario effectively. Today, we're diving into an essential topic for anyone in client-facing roles: how to maintain ongoing engagement and satisfaction with your clients over time. So let's get started by thinking about what it means to keep those relationships thriving. First off, consistency is key. Regular check-ins show that you value the partnership and are actively invested in their success. Whether it's a monthly call or quarterly review, set up recurring meetings so there's always a scheduled opportunity for updates and feedback. Next, personalized attention can go a long way. Every client is unique with different needs and preferences. Tailor your approach to fit what works best for them. Maybe some clients appreciate a quick email update, while others prefer face-to-face meetings or even casual chats over coffee. Then, there's the importance of transparency and honesty. Be upfront about any challenges or setbacks so they feel like part of the solution. Share successes too, highlighting how your efforts have positively impacted their business or goals. Another crucial strategy is to continually seek out feedback. Ask clients directly what you're doing well and where there might be room for improvement. This shows that you care about their experience and are willing to adapt based on their input. Also, consider offering value beyond just the services provided. Share industry insights, tips, or even introduce them to other professionals who could benefit their business. This helps build a network of support and strengthens your relationship with them. Lastly, celebrate milestones together. When clients achieve significant goals thanks in part to your efforts, take time to acknowledge those successes. It reinforces that you're invested in their overall success and not just the transactions between you. So there you have it: regular check-ins, personalized attention, transparency, seeking feedback, offering additional value, and celebrating milestones are all key strategies for maintaining ongoing engagement and satisfaction with clients. By consistently applying these practices, your relationships will thrive over time, leading to long-term loyalty and success for both parties involved. Today, we're diving into an essential skill for any professional: leveraging feedback to foster continuous improvement with your clients. Imagine you're working on a high-ticket project, and you receive some valuable insights from your client about how you can tweak something to make it even better. How do you take that feedback and turn it into actionable steps? Well, first off, listen actively. When your client gives you feedback, really pay attention to what they are saying without jumping ahead to defend yourself or suggest solutions immediately. Once you've absorbed their input, reflect on how you can integrate it into your work seamlessly. Next, communicate clearly about the changes you're going to make based on that feedback. Letting your clients know you've heard them and are taking action not only reassures them, but also strengthens your partnership. For instance, if a client suggests streamlining a process by removing unnecessary steps, respond with something like, "Thank you for bringing this up. We'll review the current workflow and make adjustments to ensure it's as efficient as possible." Another key aspect is following through on those changes. Make sure the improvements are implemented promptly and effectively. This shows your clients that you value their input and are committed to delivering quality work. Now, once these changes are made, seek out more feedback from your client to see if everything aligns with their expectations. It's all about building a positive feedback loop. Additionally, use this opportunity to improve your own skills and processes. Feedback is gold when it comes to identifying areas where you can enhance your performance or learn new techniques. For example, if a client suggests using a different software tool that could speed up project delivery, consider investing time in learning how to use it effectively for future projects. Lastly, remember to thank your clients for their feedback, no matter what it is. Acknowledging the effort they put into providing input not only fosters goodwill, but also encourages them to continue offering valuable insights. So next time you receive feedback from a client, embrace it as an opportunity to grow and improve together. In conclusion, leveraging feedback is all about listening, acting on that feedback, following through, continuously improving, and building strong relationships with your clients.